here from the Apartment Specialists. Welcome to our channel. Today we've got Jesse here from the team.
Hey, don't.
Cool. Today we're talking about sizes in apartments. And banks, why are they not lending below 40 square metres or another bank 50 square metres? Why is this, Jesse?
Two main things, one being profit and the other being risk.
Yep.
It's not anything to do with slowing down investors or anything like that, which a lot of people think. It's all about risk and profit.
That's a good point. The bank look at all of us like customers, and they're looking at going, okay, how much money can I make out of this one? Or, and what is the risk of me losing money on it? So explain profit to me in regards to how that correlates to the size of an apartment.
Okay, cool. Because a smaller apartment's obviously going to cost less. The amount of work that a bank puts in processing a loan, whether it's $1 million or whether it's 300,000, is about the same. And actually, in most cases, it's probably more work put into the smaller loan because the person that's applying for the smaller loan will be a first-time buyer or a more high-risk customer.
Yeah, and that segues straight into the second point, which is obviously risk. They're giving us money. And the banks are under a lot of restrictions at the moment into how much they can lend, and they have certain bodies that govern them. And so they want their portfolio of who they lend to be with the least risk possible. Okay, and they're trying to make money. So if you think about it, if they lower the size from 50 to say 30, that means that somebody can come in and buy an apartment in Auckland, a first home buyer for about 300,000. That first home buyer is generally of what's called a lower demographic, and they're probably earning less. Their job probably isn't as stable because it'll be at the bottom of the pyramid from a bank's point of view. It's not a nice thing to talk about, but that's how they look at us. And then if you have a change in the economy, the people down the bottom are more likely to lose their jobs. And so the banks want to be lending to people of the least risk possible. And it's a shame. I mean, it's big business. It's stuff that I'm not involved in, but that's how they work. Now, the other thing we do need to mention is supply. So how do you see that playing a game in the size criteria?
Yeah, definitely. Well, the apartment market's a lot more volatile than the housing market due to supply. Reason being is you can build a whole lot of apartments up where you can't create a whole lot of land. So a good example of this was the last apartment boom where they put up a whole lot of little small shoebox apartments when they weren't in as much of demand as they were in now and caused an oversupply.
Yeah. And the thing is we're seeing actually a lot, if you're looking at internationally, I look at all major cities that have apartments. So I'm looking at Sydney at the moment, I'm looking at Brisbane and Melbourne where they're having an oversupply. And I foresee a drop in apartment prices and values happening there. How likely is that to happen to us in Auckland? I thought we'd cover that next, especially the risk profile of people thinking, oh, am I going to buy or selling, that kind of thing. And it's going to be good news, so don't worry about it. Andrew Murray here from the Apartment Specialists. Jesse, thanks for coming in.
Sweet as.
Cool. Any comments, put them in the box below. See you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.